Yeah.
It was awesome. It was like Aladdin from the Genie movie.
Casey,
What? He flipped me in the air.
is this for real?
Yeah.
Or in your dreams?
No, this was for real.
And he was a stranger, and he flipped you in the air.
Yeah, he was like, "Do you trust me?" And I was like, "Okay."
Okay. Okay.
And then he was like, he leaned back and then freaking flipped me. Landed
Well,
that.
you're
Boom.
like 3 foot tall. I mean, how tough can that be?
Yeah, I'm not so tall vertical, but I mean horizontally, it's a little bit of an effort. Okay.
842, 18 before 9 to Mix Online. Your hits from the 80s, 90s, and today's the Ken and Casey Show. Plenty of sunshine today. We might hit 70.
Ooh, maybe.
Just might. Clear skies overnight, back down to the low 40s. Then sunny 74 tomorrow. The breeze returns from the south. 83 on Thursday, back to the 90s Friday and Saturday.
That's some crazy back and forth.
Yeah, there's a few clouds on Sunday. We'll make it to the upper 80s. Looks like our next best shot for rain comes in next Tuesday. They took it out of this week's forecast, shoved it in next week's forecast.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll probably move back again, maybe.
Yeah, we'll find out. It's 47 right now. Time for strange but true news, Casey.
Bring it on. That's a phone call. That is strange. Oh, that's the business line.
That's the business line. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
All right.
Your car's extended warranty.
Oh, Ricky Doherty. I don't know if you heard that name before or not.
No.
Spends most of his days playing with his grandchildren, feeding chickens, and working in the yard where he lives with his son's family.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it was a jarring change from where he was just several months ago.
Yeah?
Locked in a cell, serving a life prison sentence in Oklahoma prison.
Ooh.
Yeah. And a killing he said he didn't commit.
Oh, no.
After more than 2 decades behind bars, Doherty had no chance at being released until he used his pandemic relief funds to hire a private investigator.
Nice.
The investigator and students at the Oklahoma Innocence Project at OKC.
Yeah.
Which was dedicated to exonerating wrongful convictions in the state, found inconsistencies in the state's account of 1997 cold case killing.
Wow.
And Doherty's conviction was vacated in June by a Sequoia County judge. Now, the 65-year-old says he's enjoying the 5-acre property in a quiet neighborhood of well-to-do homes in the rolling forested hills of the Arkansas River Valley outside of Fort Smith.
Wow. I bet he's going to get some money for that.
Probably, yeah. He says if you're gone for a lot of years, you don't take it for granted anymore. That's true. Doherty is learning to use a smartphone now.
Oh, yeah. Those came about while you were in there.
While he was busy.
Yeah.
And he's learning how to use the television remote control, too.
Oh, he's going to love it out here now.
Life is good. He's thankful to Stanton and the Innocence Project and says this case proves others are wrongfully imprisoned in Oklahoma. Yeah, he says, after they've done what they've done to me, I know that there are a lot of people in prison who are innocent that need to be out. Yeah. Yeah. If they hadn't gotten him out, he would have been in there for the rest of his life.
That's sad. That'd be, and no one would have known. No one would have known.
Yeah. Well, thank God for a pandemic relief fund, huh?
Yeah.
He'd still been in there.
I don't know what they thought he would do with it otherwise. Commissary.
Ramen. Yeah. I believe if I was innocent, you bet I'd be fighting to get out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. For more than a month, Daryl George, he's a black high school student here in Texas.
Yes, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
He
spent each school day sitting by himself in punishment over his hairstyle.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. This week he was sent to a separate disciplinary program where he's been told that he will spend several more weeks away from classmates. In an interview with the Associated Press, George said that he's felt discouraged about missing out on his classes and time with the football team. He's 18 years old now. He was first pulled from the classroom at his Houston area school back in August after school officials says that his locks fell below his eyebrows and earlobes and violated the district's dress code.
None of the picture I seen there weren't falling.
No?
No.
His family argues his hairstyle does not break any rules. Now, by the time George is allowed to return to Barbers High School in Mont Bellevue, back in November, he will have missed 56 of the 67 days of regular class instruction to start his junior year.
I think that's crazy.
Over hair.
Get over the hair and let him just teach. You know, like there's this math, English, and stuff.
Yeah. Well, you can't see the math book if your hair's in your eyes, I guess.
Yeah.
The family has filed a federal civil rights lawsuit alleging the state failed to enforce a new law outlawing discrimination based on hairstyles.
Oh, yeah, the Crown Act.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Crown Act.
I thought they were kicking out kids' hair in Lampasas because of their hair.
No, you can't do not the Crown Act. You're supposed to be able to have your hair how you want it without discrimination at all.
Well, how come there's people in Lampasas got kicked out?
Oh, that's because colors of the hair, like purple, like green.
Oh, you kidding
blue.
me?
Nope.
You kick them out for the color of their hair
Yeah.
and not how they style it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Makes sense.
Nope.
All right. A group of Hardee's employees, along with others, have been charged after police uncovered a scheme in which money taken from customers, credit and debit card numbers, were used to bail out jail inmates.
No.
Yeah, the LaPorte County Sheriff's Office said last month, LaPorte County Jail Commander Captain Andrew Hahn is his name, along with other members of the jail administration, noticed suspicious irregularities of funds on some inmates' accounts. Cops say large sums of money were being placed onto the inmates' communication system. It's called Securus. Securus. The accounts from a source outside of the jail. Now, the cops say the same inmates were bonding out of the jail almost immediately and leaving with the remaining balance on the jail-issued debit card.
Wow.
He said this activity continued to occur. Inmate Securus accounts were closely monitored, and Chief of Detectives Andy Hynek, he's a captain there, he was briefed, resulting in him initiating an official investigation. Cops say that the investigation uncovered a complex fraudulent scheme involving certain employees of the Hardee's fast food restaurant in Michigan City. The investigation uncovered a total of 14,700 in fraudulent charges.
Wow.
That's a lot of Hardee's. The victims who originally went to purchase the food at the dine-in drive-through of the Hardee's are working with their financial institutions to have the funds returned to them. Wow.
That's great. I wonder what happens to the inmates who got out. Does that count? Are they still going to be out? I don't know.
Good question.
I mean, they didn't steal it. Somebody.
As soon as they got into jail, they bonded out. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Download the free Mix Online app on your iPhone or Android. Take us everywhere you go. 8:49, 11 before 9 at Mix Online. Your hits from the 80s, 90s, and today. Good morning.
Ken and Casey in the morning.